Should I go home?
Certainly you should. As the new heir, your duties require it.
How shall I tell Mother?
I will go with you.
And Mr. Bunbury?
Jemmy and I had been elevated to a duchy. We were now the Duke and Duchess of Leinster. Our delight at our new title was to be short-lived.
I think Carden looks prettiest in the morning.
Perhaps a few more trees.
You have a good eye for landscape.
Ash and elm. I'll have them planted.
Good showy trees. Fill up a few holes.
Or a lake. I can have the river stop to make a pretty sort of lake.
Ought to look mighty pleasing, Your Grace.
Oh, forgive me, Tom. I'm not yet accustomed to the title.
First Duke and Duchess of Leinster. You should be damned proud.
I am. You might say it is the only favor the king has done me.
Is that Sarah?
Mothers expect to bear the loss of a baby. Why did God have to take the child that was grown?
Thank you, Steve. What shall we have? You make the choice. Mr. Stone, Mr. Smollett, Monsieur Rousseau. Monsieur Rousseau.
After George died, I resolved that I would no longer lose any of my children to England. I would keep them with me.
Come, children.
I would keep them safe.
Do not disobey. Will you return to Barton soon, Sarah?
Mr. Bunbury does not urge me to return.
You show such consideration.
My sister is not sorry. She sees more of you.
I made money, Sal, which will make my family secure.
It is the sovereignty of Parliament that I uphold.
Charles James will fill the place that I aspired to.
People vilify you. Does that not anger you?
One must learn to ignore. In the meantime, I am content.
Beshrew me, but I love her heartily. For she is wise, if I may judge of her, and she is fair, if mine eyes be true. And she is true, as she has proved herself. And therefore,
He's mine.
like
I've won his
herself,
heart.
wise, fair, and true, shall she be placed in my constant soul.
Your niece Susan has ruined herself.
Oh.
By marrying that actor.
When?
Yesterday at Covent Garden. The coffee houses are full of it, and the papers are sure to follow. Do you think Sarah knew?
Well, no idea.
I feared her influence on Sarah, but I never dreamed she would destroy herself. What will you do, Henry?
Do?
Could you find this O'Brien some employ somewhere?
Where?
Well, they can't stay here, Henry. The scandal will dog them. Maybe we could send them to Ireland.
Well, I doubt Leinster will receive them. He declares that what is unacceptable in London is equally amiss in Dublin.
Well, where then? Henry! Sarah's name will be dragged through the papers again. We must send them abroad.
I will see what I can do.
I was asked yesterday if I was inclined to elope with an actor, or if I still pined after the king.
And what did you say?
I said nothing.
Well, it doesn't matter what you say. They'll make it up anyway. There's Susan. Now, just a quick goodbye. Don't take too long. I'll see you by the steps.
I forbid you to be sad.
I do not believe you will miss me in the least.
One can still write letters, even to America.
You will tell me everything?
Every little detail. What we grow, what animals we rear.
Animals?
On the farm Mr. Fox has given us. We will make our fortune.
I'm to go to Paris with my brother.
Paris will lift your spirits.
I'm pursued and talked about everywhere here. Because I'm your friend, it does not mean that I'm to blame.
It's all just jealousy of your pretty face.
If the king had never noticed me, none of this would have happened.
You have the best heart of anyone I know.
I only wish everyone else thought as you do.
Promise you won't forget me.
How could I?
Placez votre mise de départ. Placez 100 sur la table comme...
Freed from the restraints of London society, my sister seemed determined to flaunt the failure of her marriage.
Du vin, Monsieur Bombury?
You wager like a Frenchwoman, Sarah.
We are in France. So tonight, I choose to be French.
You do not gamble in England?
We do, but many think it a vice.
And for a woman to gamble, it is frowned upon.
You are faint-hearted, Your Grace. Do not trust your luck.
It seems you trust yours.
Does not the excitement lie in the risk?
C'est fini?
Oui.
Merci.
A pity.
It was a trifle.
It was a sizable sum.
I do not count the cost.
Bravo! There is no dishonor in losing. It is proof that one has risked all.
My nephew would be proud of me.
Your nephew?
My sister Caroline's son, Charles James Fox.
Ah, the parliamentarian.
The gambler.
He supports the power of Parliament over that of your king. This I admire. I am a passionate supporter of the English Constitution. All my life, I have loved your country.
You have been there?
It is my intention.
Take care. You may find yourself disappointed.
I find most things improve on acquaintance.
I find the opposite.
Your husband has retired for the night?
He is readily bored.
You will permit me to visit you when I come to England?
You may visit my brother.
I would not expect of him what I hope for from you. I wager you, I shall not disappoint.
Next week's episode. Find out more about the Lennox family and 18th century aristocracy in this BBC publication. To obtain a copy, please send a cheque for £5.99, made payable to BBC Education Production, to Aristocrats, P.O. Box 20, Tunbridge, TN12 6WU.